National Vehicle Registry. That is a fiscal policy tool by the federal government being implemented by the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning that accords the nation with a National Vehicle Registry. This registry is to serve as a singular database for all vehicular information in the country for the purposes of national planning, for national security, for vehicle tracking, for vehicle insurance, to facilitate trade and to improve the lendability to the citizens via movable asset registry. So the vehicle registry moving forward is going to contain all the information pertaining to all the vehicles that are in this country. In the trade window, a vehicle that is to be imported must first be registered onto this registry and a registration certificate be obtained before proceeding to clear this vehicle through the ESGD. What this means, in essence, is that for any clearing agent who needs to clear a vehicle, as you will see later on your SGD, you will be prompted for a VREG number. Now that VREG number is obtained from the VREG certificate that is generated after a successful registration of a vehicle onto the National Vehicle Registry. Now, to obtain this certificate, I'll be walking us through this process in about 15 minutes or less, and retrieving the certificate number from this certificate. That will be the goal of this demonstration this morning. Now, to begin with, to get onto the VREG portal, you need to go on to vreg.gov.ng. One moment while the page loads. We're currently struggling with internet connectivity, so I crave your indulgence as pages might boot a little later than they should. But essentially, this is the VREG portal, vreg.gov.ng. Now, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll be using a test platform so that we can try out the features without making any alterations to the platform, live platform that is running. And that is this. Now, as an agent, what you want to do when you have hit this portal is to register the vehicle which you intend to clear using its unique vehicle identification number, VIN. But for you to be able to do this on the VREG portal, you need to have an agent account. And in order for you to do this, you either log into an existing agent account by logging in, or you create an agent account if you do not have one already. To create an agent account, you simply register and enter your declarant code. To begin with, to create this agent account, you begin by entering your declarant code. Now, a number of agents, over time have inquired as to what this, because initially it says agent ID here in brackets declarant code, as to what this declarant code is. So if maybe Mr. Alex could just give us 2 minutes to explain clearly what this declarant code is for the sake of any misconceptions, please, Mr. Alex.
Okay. Good morning, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. A declarant's code is the agent's code with which he's registered in customs, NCS, to work as an agent on the platform, on the trade portal platform, to declare SGDs. Whenever you are licensed as an agent, as a customs agent, you are then given a declarant code at the time you are registered, at the time when you are approved to work as a customs agent. And it's this declarant code that you will use to access the trade portal for declaration of SGDs. And also it is that declarant code that will be used at the village level here for you to create an account. So if you're not registered, then you cannot be able to create an account here because you are not yet approved as an agent to do declarations for on behalf of traders in customs.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Alex. I believe that provided clarity on that. So to demonstrate this process, we'll be using our test details moving forward. So whatever information you see here is purely test information and will not be transmitted to live. So I'm going to type in an agent code now. And it will validate it in real time. Okay, so as we see, this agent code auto populates the agent name, the agent ID, which you've already put in, and the agent address. Now, meaning that there's no need to, this information is unmutable, meaning you cannot change this information. This information has been pulled out by virtue of validation with the Nigerian Customs Service. Now, to complete the creation of this account, you will need to enter your mobile number or a mobile number, the agency mobile number, which will be used for verification, which will be used for one-time passwords, an email address, preferably a Gmail address, because we've seen a number of agents complain about the time it takes, for them to receive emails on a Yahoo or other platforms. Preferably a Gmail address where you'll be coming, where your OTP, your one-time passwords and email account verifications will be sent to. The agency TIN, right? You create a password and then confirm this password. So I'll quickly run through this so that we Okay, so as we can see for this testing, we can see that this thing has been used by another account. This applies to the agent code, applies to the email, to the mobile number, where you need to create a unique ID for your own agency, meaning your agency TIN, a mobile number that hasn't been used before, and an email address that has also not been used before. So this will not create because this TIN is currently being used by a different account. So we can try again with a different TIN. One moment while I retrieve another thing. Thank you. All right, so upon entering a new team, you can see that that team was validated, and you get this success message. You have successfully registered on the Vreg. Please check your email for account confirmation. Now, the email that you put in upon registration of this account is where this confirmation mail will be sent to. Now, I'm quickly going to switch to my email and validate this account. And as you can see, via my email, clicking on verify, I've activated this account. And now I can log in with the credentials that I created this account with. So I'll just proceed to log in with those details. And now this is with the account we've just created. You can see that we are now logged onto our agent dashboard. From here now, we're able to easily register a vehicle and obtain the VREG certificate number by going to VIN registration. Now we can either go through VIN registration or simply click on a new registration. Now for a new registration, bear in mind, here are the things you will require before you start a new registration. You require the VIN, the vehicle identification number of the vehicle you intend to register, and the HS code of that vehicle. So, one moment while I retrieve the VIN. Now, for registration, we have the option of either uploading a single VIN or uploading multiple VINs, depending on the amount of VINs you intend to register as an agent. For this demonstration, we'll be adding a single VIN. You see the warning that clearly states that the attempt to register an incorrect VIN will lead to a potential impounding of the vehicle, just so that you stay alert and enter correct information. Select the HS code. And then we enter the VIN. And then we submit. Now, this VIN is validated, as you can see. Now we have the option of adding more VINs. If you have more than one, but maybe less than 5 or less than 10, and you don't want to go through the process of uploading an entire Excel sheet, you can easily add another VIN at this point before you proceed. So I'll just add one more VIN. Now I have both my VINs validated. I continue, and I see a brief overview. You see a brief overview of these vehicles, the brand, the model, the year, and the registration status. As you can see, these vehicles have not been registered. So you select the VINs you wish to proceed the registration with and click continue. Now we see that the following VINs will be registered on the National Vehicle Registry, and you see a summary of these VINs. At this point, you enter. Now I'm sure agents here understand the consignee is who this vehicle has been consigned to. Also, might be the owner, might be the importer, but on the bill of lading, for example, the consignee is who this vehicle has been consigned to. And then we enter a consignee's TIN. Okay, this one. We verify the TIN to make sure that it tallies. And then see that this TIN is validated. Once more, this is purely for test purposes. And then we submit. Now at this point, an OTP will be sent to your registered email and or phone number. This OTP is what you will retrieve once more from your registered email account, and you proceed registration with this email. So I'll enter this OTP that I received, verify the OTP, and it sees that this OTP is valid. Now, this is the test environment, and for the pilot phase that we are running currently in KLT and in Tinkan in a few months, clicking the make payment button will not warrant any payment. It will simply conclude the transaction and generate the viewer certificates. So I'll click on make payment button. And then that completes the VIN registration process. Now I can see on my dashboard, I have 2 registered VINs, but more importantly, on the left panel, I see certificates. That's where I can retrieve both the VINs that I have just registered. I'll simply proceed to view the certificate. Now we see on the certificate structure, we see the agency who that registered this vehicle, see the date of registration, and very importantly, we see the vehicle certificate number. This is the number, this 9-digit number, this V64706M87 in this instance has been attached to this VIN by virtue of registration on the National Vehicle Registry, is what you then take to attach onto your SGD to proceed with your clearance. I think that briefly and quickly sums up the vehicle registration process on the National Vehicle Registry. I think at this point, I'll pass it on to Mr. Alex to demonstrate to us how to now use this certificate number that we have obtained in the rest of the vehicle clearance procedure. All right, thank you.